fuck. Hey, what's brackin'? What's up? Now, thumbnail says it's his draft analysis. So the MPL season 4 did happen. And you guys are like, "Whoa, that's wild! You're in another league." Yeah, I'm in the MPL. It's a 3DS based league. I was in it last season, season 3. Link to that whole playlist will be down in the description down below. We had a really great year. Unfortunately, lost in playoff spoilers, but it is what it is. I'm here to come back. I'm here to actually get this championship. Here to get this money. Now you guys might be thinking, but wait, aren't you fucking trash at league play because you haven't won a single game in the NPO? And my answer to that is, damn, y'all hella flamed me. You right. Alright, so I might have not won a single game yet in the MPL, but that being said, I have to shake the rust off. I haven't played competitive in a couple months. It's been a while since I've played anything competitive, so the NPL unfortunately is taking L's because, you know, I had to shake that rust off. So, but the point is, the pot of the boy is, we're here to go over the draft analysis and why I think Sin City Staraptors are gonna be fucking baller in this season's league. And yeah, so with that being said, let's fucking do this. Let's fucking get into the team. Let's fucking fuck each other in the butt. Oh shit. Anyway, so without further ado, let's fucking get into this. So pick number 1 for my team. I'm not gonna go over like what placement I was, cause A, don't fucking remember, and B, I mean, we're just gonna go round by round, like, honestly. And I'll let you know if I got sniped or not, which I got sniped like twice, so honestly not that big of a deal. So with pick number 1 of the Sin City Staraptors in round 1, we go with our MVP of last season, Helma Rock King Torn T with AV bars. We got Helma Rock King right here, Torn T, that man, that boy, that part. This dude single-handedly, easily put us into playoffs. Like, this guy is mad fucking busted and broken. You can run assault vest, speed creep, and then drop mad hurricanes to win games, to eat up hits. You can run them hyper offensive to outspeed a lot of shit and just put fucking dents in the team with the life orb because he has regenerator. So it doesn't matter. He gets U-turn as well. So you just fucking U-turn, get that health back, all that nice juicy health back, and then fucking rinse and repeat. So he's here. You guys know what he does. If you guys want to see him in action, like I said, link to the whole MPL season 3 will be down in the description down below. I think I brought him in like week 3. I don't remember. He didn't come in every game because obviously he has his checks. Like, there's checks that exist for him. He's not like unbeatable, but you know. Point is, the dudes, you got problems. So, moving on to the next pick of round 2, we go with Heatran or Hot Tranny. Shout out to Hayden for giving me this nickname because I tweeted at him. I was like, "Hey, Hayden, what the fuck? Do you name your Heatrans? Because, you know, he my boy, he my buddy." And he was like, "Hot Tranny, dude." And I was like, "Swag, thanks, boy. Papa bless up." Mountain Dew should sponsor me. Just gonna say that. But anyways, we got Hot Tranny here. He's dat boy. Everyone's dat boy. He can run mad defensive. You can even do a speedy nature one. You could do a max offensive, like a hyper offensive aggro set. But this boy gets, you know, like stealth rock, lava plume, shit like that. He's just gonna be a nice pivot. Now, guys, he's aware that he has a times 4 weak to ground, but obviously Helm Rock King is immune to that, so don't have to worry about that. And weak to fighting, Helm Rock King also resist those hits, so don't have to worry about that either. So nice little core right here that we got going on. Only thing is he doesn't eat up electric hits, and Hemrock King doesn't really eat up water hits. Unless he's running AV, then it's like, yeah, he does, but then you gotta watch out for burn if it's scald and blah 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 and yada yada. That all fun shit. So we got Hot Tranny here. The the Heatran. I've never used Heatran in League before, so it's gonna be kind of interesting to see what I can do with this. I'm excited though, because I know Heatran's a good mon. I know it's a problem to handle if you guys don't have the right checks, because typing's unique. And so yeah, that's Hot Tranny for pick number 2. Pick number 3, we got Larry Buzzwole, because he looks like Larry the Lobster. This boy is fucking mad yoked. This dude has no neck. This dude really is like Bane and Hulk and every other buff dude that's a superhero or villain, because I don't think any of those are heroes, to be honest. Anyways, so we have Larry here, Larry the Lobster. This man is, I thought I was gonna get sniped on him, honestly, but I didn't, because obviously I have him. This man hits like a fucking fire truck. He has recovery back with leech life, which is stab, and it's been boosted. Remember, this gen, it's base 80, so it becomes a fucking 120 move, coming from someone whose attack is like a base 138 or some shit like that. Like, that's fucking busted. And he has beast boost, so that just boosts his attack if he picks up a kill. So you can run superpower, get that attack's defense lower, get beast boost, so your attack goes back up to neutral, but you still have that defense, so it's like, yeah. You can run a fast set like a choice scarf. You can run an AV set, so you can live some special hits. You can run like a tanky AV set, like max attack, max HP, slap an assault vest, and then just put on hammer arm, because you don't really care for your speed. And then hammer arm, you can just beast boost, lower your speed, hammer arm, knock out some people with stab. It's broken, it's busted. My boy Buzzwole has a great moveset. He gets like other moves, like I think poison jab or some shit for other mons. He has his threats, but I don't want to get too in depth with all my teams, because I don't want people to be like writing down notes on how to fucking counter me. But I mean, obviously they can just do that. That's the whole point of prepping. So I'm just lazy. I'm not lazy because obviously I'm editing this, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to talk for 90 minutes. Pick number 4, we got our boy Floyd. I got sniped this round because I was trying to get Florges, but you'll see later in the draft why Florges wish passing. It was mostly just because of wish passing, and Florges is a really good mon. You'll understand why wish passing isn't like so crucial now, because this is my second mon with regenerator. So that's, and like I said, Buzzwole gets leech life, and you know Heatran is just taking mon in general, so you just have leftovers on that boy and get good. But so Floyd here, huge wall defensively, just eats up hits. You can slap an assault vest and make him well-rounded wall with max HP, you know, and you can also make him offensive. You can do like a chlorophyll sunny day set if you know the other team has like drought or something to counter. He's a mixed attacker. You can knock off, poison jab, sleep powder, leaf storm, giga drain. Like, he has his moves, so he can be mixed, which is good. He's here to take kits and switch out and get all that HP back. So, he handles the water weakness that Heatran has, and he also eats up ground type moves that Heatran. I hate how my camera autofocuses, but when I use the Logitech software, it just doesn't want to fucking record for some reason. So I'm like always dealing with this bullshit. But anyways, yeah, it's just like Floyd's here to eat up hits. Like, you guys know what Tangrowth does. It's, if it ain't broken, why fix it? Like, this man Floyd. Shout out to Alpha Drops for that nickname, by the way, because he used it in the MPL Season 1, and it was a baller. It was his MVP on his team. So, Floyd out here taking lives. But now with the next pick, I want to get a nice hyper offensive mon that could be physical or special. Put a lot of offensive pressure. You can scarf it, stuff like that, and we go with Sub-Zero Arkyram. So Sub-Zero Arkyram is here. You can run it special, you can run it physical. He has great movesets on both sides. You can timid him, you can make him choice scarf, you can make him choice specs, you can make him bandage, you can make him life orbed. I've seen assault vest bulky variants of it, and that works. Because he has a lot of natural bulk to begin with. Like, look at that HP, it's 201. Like, just by itself. I think that's maybe like 4 EVs invested. that's busted. And he is weak to rocks, unfortunately. Like, we don't have too much of a rock weakness because Torn T switches out, gets his health back. Heatran, I think, only takes like 12% to rocks. Sub-Zero will take 25, but we take care of that later in the draft by getting a spinner. So Sub-Zero's here just to pretty much, like, if he comes in and he outspeeds anything, and like that's a threat. Like, I don't have to necessarily run Scarf. Like, let's say if a mon outspeeds Sub-Zero, but he's not necessarily a threat to Sub-Zero, I don't need to worry about that. I can just speed creep to outspeed the threats that are there, and then, you know, EV them in the correct areas after that. But then pretty much I can come in. If he doesn't have a Steel type or a Fairy type, not a lot of shit's taking a Draco. I'm just letting you know. Not a lot of stuff's about to take a Draco dropping on their head. You know what I'm saying? Like, this boy Sub-Zero takes lives. Like, a base 130 special attack, boy, that is nothing to play with. Base 130 attack, so if I want to hit you with an outrage or some shit, like, no one wants to take that either. Like, that's mad fucking busted. Like, this boy Sub-Zero does not play games. I can run a mixed, so I can drop a Draco, and they're like, alright, well, he's got to switch out now. Then I just hit him with an outrage, and they'll be like, oh shit, do me off guard, goddamn. Sub-Zero's just here, easy cop, just because Kiram's good. Kiram's a good mon. Like, I think his biggest weakness is the rocks. Honestly, like, so low on the rock, takes 25% coming in, you know, and that obviously you can only switch in so many times after that, so it's a shame. But, I mean, if you don't have rocks on the field, then this man's move pool and how hard he hits is a problem. Like, it really is. It's pretty much hitting like a Latios or Latios, whatever, which one has... He hits harder than one of them, but he hits just as hard as the other one. I know that. That's... So, Kiram's here, and plus he's dope. Like, double stab, Dragon Ice. Like, boy, look at this. So with the next pick number 6, we have Kermit Memes, because this boy is fat and thick. That's our whole team. Our whole team is honestly thick. There's nothing wrong with that. Kermit Memes he's here. He has Drizzle. Some of my Helmrock King Hurricanes don't have to worry about missing anymore because 70% is a problem sometimes. Like, gets a little scary. But now with this, it's like Helmrock King can just come in, drop Hurricanes without a fucking, you know, without blinking his eye. He'd just be like, I bet, like, that's the ass. Like, I'm not gonna miss now. So he's really good there. He gets he's a really good pivot, especially offensively. He can take hits. You know, you could even run some physical defense if you want, because his HP is really good. Like, this man almost has 200 HP, like, maxed. Gets Scald, which in the rain hurts. Obviously, burns are nice. He gets Ice Beam for those grass types and, you know, dragon types and anything that's pretty much weak to ice. Gets moves like Psychic, Toxic, Encore, Haze, Parasong if you want to run stuff like that. Protect if you want to run like more of those super bulky sets with lefties. So Kermit Memes is here. He also gets Water Absorb, so if I'm not going to be running this heavy rain team, I can just have Water Absorb just for the water immunity, and that'll give him some health back. So I give him some recovery right there. But this man Kermit Memes is he's here. I'm glad I picked him because I figured no one was going to pick him anyways, and I got him midway through the draft, so I thought that was fine. Like, I didn't pick him up too early, nor did I like really risk it at the end, because maybe, you know how at the end of draft some people are just kind of like, yeah, fuck it, that one, you know, like, because they maybe don't want to go against it. You know, people have that logic. So I thought I picked all my mons in like the correct way, so I wasn't getting sniped, because I know I sniped people, but I only got sniped like twice realistically. Now with the next pick, we got which these two picks I was actually very surprised. We have Hard Body Reuniclus here. Reuniclus falling round 7 is wild, and it was like late round 7. It was wild to me because gotta think there's 16 Pokemon that get picked every round, so like Reuniclus fell kind of back. Like, that threw me off because Reuniclus Regenerator, so that's my third mon with Regenerator. He just eats up hits, switches out, gets all his health back. He can set up and sweep. He can wall mons. He can have magic guard, so status healing's not an issue. He has Trick Room. Obviously, my team's not the fastest. Like, I have some mons that are low speedy, but either than that, like, my team's not like super fast or whatever. So I can easily run a Trick Room variant of the team. You know, like, the dude just, Rhenoclist is good. Like, it's hard to not, like, Rhenoclist is just reliable. Like, I've seen people use Rhenoclist so well and just go far in their league that season, you know, like Aki VGC, the homeboy, won season 1 of the NPL. He had a Rhenoclist on his team. Mega Mogwai when he had Rhenoclist. In the UC, was it the UCL or the GBA? But obviously he went far with it. Depending on whatever league was, he got far in both of them, regardless. Because Mega Mogwai, when he did battle, was a legend. Hard Body is just like that dude. Like, I think Joey Pokemon had it like season 1 of the UCL, and he won that year. Like, it's just a reliable mon. It just takes hits, it sets up, it can counter a lot of things, and it just gains all of its health back. Like, that's what Hard Body does. And honestly, Rhenoclist is like my second favorite psychic type of all time, minus, you know, your boy Alakazam. So he's just here. That's that boy, and I want to pick him. Now, this mon, the next one, is honestly the biggest surprise to me. Personally, I could be wrong, like, opinion wise. Like, if you guys don't think so, then that's fine. But in my opinion, I think the fact that Nidoking fell round 8 blows my mind. This dude is a wall breaker. He can be scarfed, he can be life orbed, he can be physical, he can be special. This dude has a crazy move pool on the special side, you know, with like Ice Beam, Sludge Wave, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Earth Power. You know, physically he gets Earthquake, Poison Jab. Like, the dude is a wall breaker. And there's so many fairies in the game now, and I know a lot of people drafted a lot of these fairies. Like, I just don't understand how he didn't get copped earlier. Like, Nidoqueen got picked before him. And it's like, what? Like, I understand Nidoqueen can be tanky and stuff, but it's like, the wall breaker and Nidoking himself, with Broly, shout out to Sheer Force for that nickname. But it's like, damn, like, that's crazy. Like, I was so thrown off when I got this. Like, cause I was like, damn, I'm probably gonna get sniped, and then just nothing happened. I was like, alright, shit, I did. Like, Nidoking's mine. Like, fuck fairies, right? So Broly's here. I already explained what he does and how I felt with him, so I'm glad that I copped him. So with the next pick, we have the Plug or Vikavolt. For some reason he's not level 50. I don't know why. Maybe when I was genning, just kind of got fucked up. Breeding. When I was breeding, I didn't breed him to the correct level. And I was Masuda method shiny. So this man hits unbelievably hard. And I got sniped this round because I was actually wanting to get Jolteon, but Jolteon got picked, I think, a couple picks before this. And then I was in the air for like, oh, do I go like Electivire or Raichu for fast volt turning, and that's an electric immunity on both of them, or do I just go with the slow volt turning like Electros? But Electros was already picked, but like the same concept. There's also a ground immunity as well as Levitate. And even with Mold Breaker, it's a neutral hit if someone took it away, so it's like I wouldn't have to like fear, like, oh my god, I'm not gonna eat it up because it's a neutral hit, you know. So, and like, you don't have to run any speed investments, you just put all on HP, like, whatever. I mean, he does take 25% to Stealth Rocks, which, you know, is a problem, but like I said, I got a spinner to get rid of that. And so like with the Plug, some modest choice specs, does a lot of damage. That does a lot of fucking damage. And like I said, now that I have Kermit Means with Drizzle, if I want to run this with Thunder and I have Rain up, that's not a problem. Like, Thunder will take fucking lives. Like, I did some calcs, and Thunder from Choice Specs, Okos, max HP, max special defense, Zapdos after rocks every time. Lowest roll is above 75%. Like, that's fucking crazy. And Zapdos is a thick mon. Like, max HP, max special defense, that is a thick mon. And it's a neutral hit. It's not even super effective. And it Okos it? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. So, if it's a neutral hit and a mon's not that thick, like, the Plug is picking up some kills. And I just think a slow turn's better, just because it's like, if I had a fast volt switcher, it's like, do I volt switch and then my mon that comes in takes a hit when it doesn't really need to, like my win con, or possibly like a wall, or like, do I just take a hit, full switch out, and then go into my win con, or like the mon that checks it, you know. So I just think that's better for positioning. Like Electros is really good for that because that's what he's just known to do. Like I like using Electros, so it's kind of like the same thing, just a nice slow volt turn core going on, not volt turn, but like a volt switch core, volt switch going to a mon that can sweep or put a lot of pressure momentum on the team. So it just helps you, like, it just helps you get into better positions and win the game, I think. So I think the plug being here is a good pick. So our next pick here is Edward Scissorhands or Kabu tops, because that's what I begin from the lady. It's a nice Kabu top, you know what I'm saying? I'm a rapper, remember? Petty trills. But this is our rapid spinner, and the one thing I like about this draft, I have no like same typings besides water and bug. Like the plug is bug shares with Buzzwole bug, obviously, and then Kermit Memes shares water with Edward, and that's it. Like I don't have any copying typing out of that, and I think that's really nice when it comes to, you know, teams not getting completely blown away. Like they all cover each other very well. So Edward's here. This is my spinner. He gets swift swim, so obviously if he's in the water, he outspeeds everything. So the reason why I actually like Kabutops as a spinner, like more than like let's say Dawn Fan or like Sand Slash, like you know, like the slower spinners, is because he's not as slow. Like Jolly, his speed is like 145, I think, and that's pretty good for a fucking spinner. Like that's decently well. Especially if he's in the rain, like then he obviously outspeeds everything. You know, the only thing you won't be able to outspeed, I think, if he's Jolly, is like base 130 Scarf Mons. But it's like, I mean, shit, you only do so much. Like, damn. But yeah, I mean, if he's Banded or Life Orb, you know, if he's Banded in the rain with Waterfall, that's pretty much adaptability Banded Waterfall Crawdon that hits. You know how hard Crawdon hits when it's just Banded. It's pretty much the same thing because A, he's Banded, stab, and then rain gives it a boost as well. So if you get Mons low enough, like, you know, if you get them to a certain part, because, you know, a battle takes a lot of switches and stuff, and then you just send out Kermit Memes goes down or whatever, then you send out Edward for free, and the Mons are kind of weakened, Waterfall's gonna do a lot of fucking damage. And also I have Aqua Jet for priority if rain goes away. You know, if I'm like, let's say I'm running a Life Orb variant. Like, this man, Edward, puts in G work. Easy. So, I'm excited for him. My buddy Sheer Force, we did a video on his channel where he was doing some rain. And he did his own video as well. And I remember when I was doing it, I swept with rain Kabutops. It was busted. It really was busted. And I was like, oh shit. So, and plus, you know, rocks are good offensive typing anyways. So, plus with this rapid spin, it'll be nice. So I get the rocks and spikes out of the way if I want to do that. So, and plus he's just cool. Like, look how fucking cool this dude looks. Like, this boy just means fucking business. Like, I would, if I made a death metal album, he'd be on there. Just fucking like, you know. So, with the last pick of my draft, we have Rex, my best friend, who was in the vlogs, did like the chicken nugget challenge with me. He has a dog named Rex, and it's pretty much a meme god. I'll throw up photos of Rex right here. The dog's just wild. Like, it's he just does like the craziest faces to us. And so when I drafted this, I was just like, this Rister, because when I pet Rex, that's what I go. I'm like, oh, Rister and stuff. And so the reason why I want to get Grand Bull is because A, Intimidate, so it's good. A Fairy type, that's good. And he's a heal bell. So I was really in the air with Grand Bull or Aromatisse because they both are clerics, but I was like, need more physical hitters, you know, like more like designated physical hitters, not mixed or it can be physical. I just want like straight up physical hitter. You know, like I said, he gets Intimidate, so that helps him be a little tanky if he wants, or it can help tank out other mons. Like if I know he's gonna die, he can sack it off. get an intimidate off, so when the next mon comes in, I can calc to know that I'm gonna live a hit, you know, stuff like that. Like when it comes down to situations. I have Play Rough, you know, he gets Heal Bell, Close Combat, Ice Punch, he gets all the elemental punches, he gets Earthquake, he gets, you know, shit like that. So he can handle his own. He hits super hard, you know, Adamant, look at that, it's 189. You can slap a band on him, he gets T-Wave, he gets Uproar. Not Uproar, what the fuck, Roar. He gets Roar, so he can phase out. Because you don't phase me, don't phase me. You know, I can phase him out and possibly go to Substitute on the counter. References to Season 3. So that's our team. So that's the squad. Let's pick up some W's. Let's also pick up some W's in the MPL as well. Fuck, because I'm trying to do that. But I think we could actually get somewhere with this team. I think this team's super good. I think it has a lot of a lot of pressure, a lot of threats, shit like that. So I think you should root for your Sin City Staraptors. See where we go with this league. Obviously, I'm gonna be trying to be going for playoffs or some shit. I'm trying to be that boy, trying to be threatening. You know what I'm saying? And I think that being said, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. You guys was Pateradactle. Check everything down, links in the description down below. Like I said, follow me on Twitter. That's always down there as well. But with that being said, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. You guys was Pateradactle. I'm out. Chugga.